Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook. Well, hello everybody. How we doing tonight? It's J-Mac the Bearded One here with you on the Coast to Coast Bros. I'm joined tonight by the one, the only, Chris. Crispy Bacon does not. There it is. I was like, Crispy Bacon disappeared and Chris came back. Crispy Bacon, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. How's everybody doing tonight?
All right. And we just wanted to remind you this is a radio show, so sometimes we're on and off the camera, but we're always talking. And Big B's joining us tonight. What's going on, man?
Doing okay. Had a busy day today. Celebrate my son's 8th birthday today, so we had 2 parties. He doesn't officially turn 8 until Monday, but this is the only time we could do it. It was a fun time. He made out like a bandit, so happy birthday to him early.
They usually do. And then what's his name?
Oh, his name's Jackson. So
Jackson. Happy birthday, Jackson. We want to give you that shout out from coast to coast. We're glad you allowed us to have your dad for a little bit on the show to share some stuff with us. So happy birthday to you for sure. Coming up on Monday.
That's why I'm at home
shout
right
out
now
on Monday when we do the show.
Yeah, and that's why I'm at home tonight instead of in my car doing the show. Took it off.
Yeah. All right. And then down in the corner below me, my longest running partner, the one, the only, Sarge. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. I had bacon for lunch, dinner, and it was all crispy. It was delicious. That came out way.
Oh man, that's why I love that. That's why I love this show. Oh,
what's the motto?
That's why I love this show.
What's the motto of the show?
We go at dark 30 because it gets. We go at dark 30 because it gets a little dirty. There it is.
Nope.
There it is.
Now we just need our leading fan to come on to help us.
We do. Christy's not here yet. It's kind of crazy. We just need her to come on and make a couple comments. Maybe we'll get someone else to come on and make some comments tonight. We'll see. Maybe we'll be surprised. Anyway,
we'll get Chris
without
to make
further
a couple
ado,
comments.
Maybe Chris doesn't talk much. You know, I got that. So Chris, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Everybody loves you, man. You know, all the comments I get on the show, everybody is like, Chris has the best name on the network, Crispy Bacon. It's an amazing name. They just wish you would talk more.
I can do that.
That's what I get. They just wish you'd
right.
contribute a little more and talk a little more. But everyone definitely appreciates being on here. So we're going to get started tonight. We're going to play another round of numbers. We're going to do that here in a little bit. We got kind of a special feature for you tonight. And so we're going to go, we all compiled our top 25 lists of NFL players. We're not going to do the top 100. That would take forever. Take more shows than what we have available for all of that. But
we are not.
We're going to do the top 25. So, right. So the top 25 is what we'll do now. Every one of these guys sent me their top 25 list from 25 to 1. And what I did is I compiled them and looked at the comparisons where everyone was at. I threw out Sarge's number 1 because, well, we're not naming him number 1. That just wasn't going to work. So, I will spoil it, and I will spoil it, and I will tell you that Sarge had Bobby Boucher from the SCLSU Mud Dogs number 1. And
there you go.
So that one got thrown out. But we'll start with number 25.
Number 25.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here is I'll scroll this across the bottom. We will put this in here. Number 25 of the list of top players in the NFL. Number 25, you guys will see in 1 second. And now everyone had him in their top 25, just in a different order. So what I did is saw where everyone went, did some math, and figured it out. So here's number 25. I put too much work into it. What?
Or what's that line from American Pie? It's definitely like, that sounds like just too much work.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. That's not a bad choice.
So number 25, we have Joey Bosa as our number 25 player, top 25 player in the NFL. So I got to say one of these coming up. I think Big B. I had to take into account your little homegrown bias on one of your picks, because the rest of us kind of had him.
Oh, that's fine. I know who you're talking about.
In the position he's in, and so I will say that. But everyone, so the next guy, everyone had in their top 25 as well. I think maybe Big B didn't, but he's probably just right outside the 25 on that one. And so what we're gonna do is we will.
I didn't have Bosa in my top 25.
You did. You had a Bosa. I just don't think you had Joey.
Okay.
Next one, I believe.
You could have done a double.
I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So, whatever, Chris. Number 24. Go ahead and read that one, Sarge.
Number 24. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Xavier Howard from the Miami Dolphins.
So we all had him in our top 25. I think he's a very, very good player. He's an up-and-coming player, definitely in the.
I mean, definitely, if you got one good corner and you possibly could get a second average corner, your D-backs are looking pretty good, because it's going to be hard to pass on, players like that.
Yes, I believe so. The next one, Crispy Bacon's going to read for us as soon as we get it up here. He will read who our number 23 is, and we need you to do that little voice there, Chris.
I will.
Number 23.
Okay, so here it comes.
At number 23, Dalvin Cook.
That was good, Chris.
You did it with the
That was awesome. That was great.
I think Chris needs to just do all the numbers and then we just say who the player is.
That was great.
Awesome, Chris.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Moving right along here, we're going to go to the next one, which is going to be number 22. Again, someone that was in all of our top 25s. And maybe a bit of a surprise, like I was saying, for Big B, that Dalvin Cook was at 23. But I think you put him a little higher just because of homegrown bias. And that's fine, because there's probably some players I ranked higher because of my home team.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you wouldn't put Kirk Cousins on there, so that wasn't even a question. So number 22.
I'll put Troy Aikman on there before I put Kirk Cousins on there.
Which I have to say, number 22 will be a surprise because of the position that he plays. But I think that he's by far top in the league at the position that he plays. So, Chris, are you ready to reveal number 22? Go ahead and say the number for us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 22, yes. Justin Tucker.
Yes!
Justin Tucker, and that's probably interesting to a lot of people, but I think he is the best kicker in football. So he does deserve to be in the top 25, I believe. I think without a doubt.
But he could surely fall off if he ever signs with the Vikings, because we can't kick worth the,
yep.
miss them wide loads.
Worth a hill of beans. Let's say it that way.
I want to give a quick shout out to one of our viewers, Vicky Serrato. She just came in and saying, "Hey guys, Hope you guys are watching. We're watching Friday Night SmackDown in Phoenix today. I posted a picture of my double-sided sign, which had our network on that sign on there. It was an awesome.
Yes, it
picture.
did.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much, Vicky. We appreciate it. I saw the picture.
Thank you,
I have
Vicky.
not watched SmackDown
Thank you.
yet, so sis, thank you again.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate every publicity thing we can get. So we will yes, that will be very, very good. And Brandon, you get number 21. So
All right. I can't do as good as Chris, but
I don't know.
All right,
Chris
we'll
already
see.
has a
we'll
band.
see.
yeah, here comes number 21.
All right. Number 21, Jalen Ramsey.
There you go.
Nah, Chris,
Yep.
you're better, man. You're cool. Even Joanne likes your voice.
Get it in vibrato. Get it. Diaphragm.
Number 21. Like that was great, Chris. That was
great.
amazing. So number 21, Jalen Ramsey. I don't think there's enough that can be said about this guy. And he's very, very good corner. You guys find it interesting that it's two corners so far that have been in the top 25 with
Not
Xavier
really,
Howard
no.
and Jalen Ramsey?
No, because we're such in a pass-happy league. I mean,
Yeah.
how else are you going to counter it? And of course, we're going to have some defensive backs on this list.
I mean, right now, with what we're in 4 picks, I'm really surprised the kicker made the top 25. I mean, rightfully deserved because he is the best, but I'm kind of shocked that he's up there.
I honestly thought I was the only one that put him on my list.
I did
No.
I did have one.
4 of us did. Not there was 5 people that submitted top 25 lists. 4 of us had Justin Tucker in the top 25, so I had to put him
It
in
didn't
there.
even cross my mind until I just saw his name.
Yeah.
Bobby
So-
Boucher was the first thing that came across my mind.
I know you sent me that, and I'm like, "There's no way that I can't put him in number 1."
You should put
Now-
Now,
honorable
what if
mention.
2 of us would have set them in? Then it would have been hard not to put him in.
It would have been hard not to put him in the top 25 if you guys would have said that, but
tie for
That's
number
crazy.
whatever.
Yeah.
right. So that's our list, guys. 25. Just to review here real quick, 25 through 21. So at 25 we had Joey Bosa, and then 24 we had Xavier Howard. 23 was Dalvin Cook. 22 was Justin Tucker, and 21 was Jalen Ramsey. So when we reconvene on Monday, we will come out with 20 through 16, I believe, is what it'll go to. And I have everyone's lists. I'll compile those, and we will go from there. So now that we've taken up about 13 minutes of the show, we're almost at that halfway mark. But I'm going to ask. I got to say, Sarge, so the Atlanta Braves are playing good. We won't talk about the Twins or the Rangers because,
There's no point.
well, there's no point. And Atlanta's playing out of their minds. They have 7 straight wins. They did beat Baltimore today 3-0, but Baltimore's lost 16 consecutive games. So I don't really, that's not a big surprise there.
Last night it was
Baltimore now has the worst record in baseball. They are now 38-83. They are worse than the Diamondbacks, by the way. So Baltimore's now the worst team in baseball. They could. They won't, because they will win a couple of games before the end of the season, but they could win with less than 40 wins if they don't win a game the rest of the year. I don't think that's going to happen, but right now they're at 38 wins. But Sarge, I got to say, I was watching some Major League Baseball stuff today, and I saw that everyone is predicting that if the Mariners can win 11 out of the 18 games that they have remaining against the Astros and the Athletics, they can sneak into the playoffs with a wild card berth. And if that happens, I will eat crow. I will eat crow right here on this show, because I told you that there was no way Seattle was going to the playoffs, and they're right there. They're in the hunt for sure. And they would end 20 consecutive seasons of not making the playoffs. Maybe it's 19, but it's right in that range. They haven't been in the playoffs since 2001. So hats off to them if they do make it. Do you see them making it? Like, what's your prediction?
It's a tough one, to be honest with you, but I honestly think that they will somehow, some way sneak in because I believe the last on deck episode I was on, I was saying that the Athletics are going to start to fall. They're going to falter. They're going to flail and everything else, and we've already seen that. And the Astros, even though they killed the Mariners tonight for 12-3, but the Mariners are now 3.5 games back in the wild card. So I can see them doing it, but they need to win the series. I don't care for sweeps or anything else. Just win the series, and they're in. So I see it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Well, I definitely will be another one that's going to eat crow with J-Man because I thought you were on something when you said that Seattle would make the playoffs. I ain't gonna
Probably
lie.
was.
Well, it's looking good now.
Yeah.
One of the yeah, that's a good prediction. Good prediction after this time. So let's go into our game. Let's go. We'll end with our game, our numbers game, and then we'll end with rapid fire. We're bringing rapid fire back tonight because it's everyone's favorite segment, and we all love to hear Chris's great answers on
There you go.
rapid fire.
Especially if you tune into Sports Minute on Saturday.
Oh, God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If y'all wonder what we're talking about, Chris, I'm sorry, I'm going to shout it out on the show for you. Chris had a blooper moment. It was kind of funny, made us all laugh. We were talking about what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do next year when they have Cooper, Zeke, and Dak making all that money. What are they going to do? Who are they going to cut? And Chris P. Bacon down here comes up and says, you know what? They'll just cut DiNucci. That'll take care of the problem.
It's one of the situations.
Oh.
Chris, we really are laughing with you. I promise you we're not laughing at you. It's nothing but love, brother, but it's just kind of a funny thing you said. And I understand what you mean. DiNucci's not probably going to make the team. I get that. I totally understand. But
the way you
it was just a
phrased it
funny
and ended
moment,
it,
you know, when you were saying that the guy they're going to cut out of all of them is DiNucci. It just the moment was funny.
Yeah.
So, let's start the game numbers. And let's start with Chris tonight. Let's give him a chance at the first one.
All right.
So now remember what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you the team. And actually tonight, because we called it numbers, I'm gonna give you the number. I'm gonna give you the number of rushing yards that team has as their all-time franchise leader, and you have to come up with the name.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll make it just a tiny bit easier. So we are going to go with the New York Jets.
Ooh.
And the New York Jets number is 10,302.
And it's rushing yards.
Yes.
Well, I think I know this one.
I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to think.
Throw any name out there, Chris. You got 5 seconds.
I don't know. Jones. I can't think of his first name.
Jones is not correct.
I don't know.
Let's go to Big B next. See if he can get the steal.
Curtis Martin.
Martin is the correct answer.
That's the wrong name. It's my favorite Martian. Come on.
Curtis, my favorite Martin. He's not wrong. That is what Chris Berman said it was. So, yes,
That was
Big
great.
B,
That was
you
good. I should
got
have said that.
the New York Jets. So, since Big B got that one right, we'll go to Sarge and give him a chance to score a point here. Sarge, your team is Cincinnati, and the number is 8,061.
Corey Dillon?
Wow, that didn't take you very long.
No.
Yeah, you did get that one.
I would have
that was
said Jacana Carter.
Yep, that was actually the correct answer. So good job on that one, Sarge. So
Good
we'll
job,
jump up to Big B since he hasn't gotten one on his own yet. Here's one. Arizona.
Ooh.
And the number is 7,999.
The only running back that jumped to my mind is Larry Centers.
Not correct.
I did think so.
Chris, you want a chance for the steal, or do you not know at all?
I don't know at all.
Sarge?
Bobby Boucher.
No. The correct answer on that one is Otis Anderson.
Ooh, old school there.
Old school. Yep.
Wow.
All right, we go down to Chris P. Bacon. The score is tied at 1-1 between Big B and Sarge. Chris P. Bacon, are you ready, sir?
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. Your team is the Washington football team. And your number is 7,472.
Washington football team. John Riggins?
Good guess.
No.
Good.
Yeah,
Nope,
good.
that's the correct answer.
Good guess.
Wow.
Wow.
Good job,
When you
Chris.
said
That
it,
was
I had a totally different name in place, but once you said it, I'm like, yep, that's it.
yeah. Good job,
Pulled
Chris.
that one out
That
of
was
your
the
butt.
Thank you.
That's a good guess. Yeah.
That was good.
All right. We go up to Big B, or no, we go up to Sarge.
Sarge.
Excuse me. We go to Sarge. Sarge, your team is the Houston Texans, and your number is 6,472.
Adrian Foster.
Yes, sir. That one, I guess, was kind of easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of gimme because who else have they had?
But
No
they
one
weren't an
really.
expansion team, though, either, were they? Or
Yeah, 2002.
they were an expansion team, weren't
Mhm.
Yep.
David Carr.
All right, Sarge, or Big B, are you ready?
they? Yeah, sure.
Okay. Your team is Tennessee. So it's the old Houston Oilers and the Tennessee Titans combined.
Yep.
And your number is 10,009.
Derrick Henry.
No.
Oh. No, I know once I hear the name, I'm going to.
Sarge, the steal?
Oh. Eddie
Eddie George.
Eddie George.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie George, you got it,
God
Sarge.
dang it.
Eddie George.
God dang it.
All right.
You know what's
Okay.
crazy about the Titans and everything else? I think they're one of the very few teams that have multiple players on the Madden cover.
No,
Yeah. I think that's crazy. One of the few teams.
no.
One of the
Chris,
Yeah.
your chance to go ahead of Big B since you're both tied at 1. Sarge is leading 3-1 to 1. Sarge answers 2 more and he'll be correct. He will win tonight. So, Chris, your team is Jacksonville,
Hmm.
and your number is 11,271.
They're also an expansion team. But the only one I can think of is Maurice Jones-Drew.
That is not correct.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
And when I say the name, you guys are going to remember who this is. And then I'll go on a little tangent about him. But
Mark. Okay. I have no idea.
no idea from either Big B or Sarge.
Oh, let me think. God, if it's not
Oh,
true.
I got a name. I got one. Mark Bornell.
No.
I was actually going to say that, too.
Saying as how he's a quarterback now.
But he could have ran. He was actually a pretty decent runner.
He was.
God, Charles Drew. I don't got one.
All right, nobody got that one. That's why I said
I'm
some of
upset.
these are going to be tough. Fred
Taylor.
Taylor.
God dang it!
Ah.
Oh,
Yep, Fred Taylor.
he was there.
By the
forever,
way,
too.
this is an interesting thing about Jacksonville now. Now, this is the interesting thing about Jacksonville. Fred Taylor leads all time in the franchise with those 11,271 yards.
He's been around
Jackson-
since 95.
Been around since 95. Jacksonville is one of the few teams in the NFL that have 2 running backs in history to run for over 9,000 yards.
That's crazy.
Think about that. That's crazy. They had Jones, Drew, and Fred Taylor. They wasted that talent.
Forgot all about Fred Taylor, and he was there forever too.
By the way, Fred Taylor ranks, because he had a couple of seasons in New England.
Yep.
Fred Taylor ranks 18th on the all-time rushing list in NFL history. 18th.
Wow.
And he has never gotten a Hall of Fame vote. And he ranks 18th all time.
Because he's got how many rings? 0.
Well, I understand.
I
but
know. No, I
It's
get you. You should get in there.
Because you have guys below him that have thousands of yards less. I'm not talking 1,000. I'm talking there's guys in the Hall of Fame that have 4,000 to 5,000 less yards than Fred Taylor, and they're in the Hall of Fame. So,
Yep.
just saying.
That's not right.
Is Terrell Davis one of them?
He is. He is one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he started as a special teams player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whose turn is it? Is it Big B?
I
Maybe.
think I started that question.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that. It's Big B's turn. Big
Well,
B.
if it
and-
Chris started, then it's Sarge's turn.
okay,
Sarge went up.
Sarge, we will go with the Miami Dolphins. And your number is 6,737.
Oh.
It's that one guy that played in 1972, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I will give you that clue. It is that guy.
I cannot even remember his name. Ricky Williams.
He did not play in 1972, so it's not.
He thought it was 1972. Larry
Probably.
Zonka.
That's right.
That's it,
That's
Big
correct, yeah.
B. You got it.
Think of his name for the life of
Ain't
me.
that Webster's dad on the TV show too? Wasn't that Larry Zonka?
He was also
that-
part of American
It was.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
And Larry.
There you go.
Oh, good one, Chris. I was just going to
Yeah.
point that out. That's the kind of
Yeah.
stuff you got to say at the right time.
I used to watch it when I was.
Yeah, American.
All right.
I do it for American Gladiators. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we go to Big B. It's back to Big B. He actually
All right.
gets a chance here. He's got 2.
Two.
Sarge has 3. Chris has 1.
Chris has 2. He got one. He passed me on one. He got
Earlier, it's 2 to 1 to 1.
yeah. The
Okay,
two-
you're right.
yeah.
He's got 2.
Yeah.
So you're 3-2-2. All right. So then, Big B, yours is Seattle, and your number is 9,429.
Sean Alexander.
Yes.
All right.
So you and Sarge are now tied at 3. Chris, you could get this one, and you can tie them both all at 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The New York Giants. The number is 10,449.
I keep thinking Tiki Barber, but I know that's wrong.
Is that going to be your final answer?
Yeah.
Well, you should trust your gut because you are correct.
See, I wasn't. I didn't think it was Tiki Barber either. I was trying to think of somebody old schooler.
Yep. Good job, Chris. It's all tied at 3.
God,
Sarge.
he pulled a couple out.
Yeah, he sure did. Sarge, your team is the Baltimore Ravens.
Jamal,
Your number is 7,801. Yeah, you got it. I didn't even need to finish that. All right, Big B. Your team is, much to the chagrin of Sharge, he's not going to like this one. Your team is the Carolina Panthers. And the number is 7,318.
Oh, damn it. Oh. Damn, I know I'm going to know this guy, too. I can't even think of a name. Cam Newton's the only one that comes to mind that he would be up
Oh,
there.
don't say that name.
But
Oh,
I feel because Sarge probably knows this and he's going to win the game if he does. I feel it's only fair to give Chris the first shot at the steal.
oh
See if he can steal it away from Sarge. So, Chris, do you have an answer?
Thomas Stewart.
Who?
ooh.
I don't know.
No? Say it again.
Thomas Stewart. I think I'm wrong.
Oh.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
You know, man. Do you know, Sarge?
I do. It's
Go
Jonathan.
ahead.
Yeah, it's Jonathan.
Yeah,
Stewart.
it's Jonathan Stewart. I couldn't give it to you, Chris, because you didn't get the first name correct.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been fair when
Yeah,
Sarge
no,
didn't
I
know it. So,
understand.
Well,
you
I got
were
the
correct
last
that
name right. Yeah.
you had the last name right.
Yeah.
So good job on that.
Well,
you did.
when he
kinda-
said Stewart, I can't remember his first name either.
So let me just ask you real quick, just for fun, before we go to rapid fire. Let me ask you guys real quick. If I said a team like Los Angeles Chargers, would I need to say the number for you guys to know who it was?
Lightning.
Probably.
12,490 is actually the number.
LT.
LT, yeah.
LT. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I said a team like the Chicago Bears?
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there were some easy ones in there. There was definitely some easy ones in there.
The
What?
Packer one would have got me.
Yeah.
Green?
It is Amon Green. Yes.
I would have with that one. Even
Yeah.
the Vikings
So, I
one
mean,
would've
there's-
got me.
Really?
Yeah, because it would have been there's three. I probably would have said Robert Smith, but it would have been Robert Smith. It would have been
Wasn't even close. By the
no,
way.
it's the announcer guy, or is it Peterson?
No, it is Peterson,
It
and
is
it's not
Peterson.
even close. It's not even
Wow.
close.
Okay,
You might think it's closer than it really is because they were
Yeah.
there for years.
yeah.
But Adrian Peterson for the Minnesota Vikings had 11,747 yards rushing.
Okay.
The next closest person, I believe, was Robert Smith, who had like
Well,
6,000
that's the
something.
thing
So-
is, if
I
Robert
mean,
Smith would have stayed healthy, he would have blown that up. I mean, big
I mean,
time.
he almost doubled him up in
Yeah.
stats, so it
Yeah.
wasn't close. All right, so let's go to rapid fire.
All right.
And I have some interesting questions tonight. And remember, I had
All right.
250 of these, and
Oh,
so
wow.
we've
We're
actually
going through all
gone through.
250 today. All right.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've actually gone through quite a few of them. Actually, I think we might be on repeat of a few, but
All repeats are.
We're- yeah, Pete and Repeat fell in a boat. Were in a boat. Pete fell out. Who was left?
Nope. Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Chris, we're gonna start with you,
Okay.
and we're going to ask you, what is the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Stretch.
Okay.
You what?
Stretch.
Okay.
There's probably a certain kind of stretching I do, and we probably by FCC rules can't even still say that, even if it is dark 30.
I would have loved to hear Randy's comment on that one,
Right.
and maybe even Chrissy's comment. That would have been a good one too.
Where is the worst place you could get stuck?
Snow. Anywhere where there's a snowstorm.
Oh, you went that way with it. Okay, that's cool.
TMI, Jason.
I'd say it like a stripper.
I don't even know who wrote that because it's coast to coast. They didn't.
I'm
put it out
guessing
there.
Joanne or your brother.
Probably.
Or Amy. Maybe Amy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And last one for you would be, what would you do with your 15 minutes of fame?
Oh, I'm in trouble.
I don't know. Like, really. I don't know.
Joanne. It was Joanne that wrote that, by the way.
Oh.
All right.
Got your name going.
So Big B, we're gonna go to you.
All right.
We are going to go to. What is the meanest thing you have ever said to someone?
Oh, God. I know the ladies don't like it. I know I called a few of them that, but I will say the which word with the B. I mean, I know I said
Yep.
a few of them.
Yep, that one's probably right up there. Yep. What is the worst job you could ever have?
That I've had or would have. Or,
Either way, you
okay.
can answer it however you want.
Honestly, I think the worst job that anybody can have right now is to be a superintendent of a school. They have so much going on. I used to talk to one of our superintendents in the town I live in, and she's like, I get hate mail all the time.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet.
that's not a job I want then.
No.
It's kind of like it's kind of like people bitching at a store
Oh,
all
yeah.
day because this person
yeah.
did this or this person. Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, she said if I would call school off, people would send me daycare bills because they had to find somebody in daycare. Or if they didn't call school off, then people would complain about it. So I'm like, yeah, no.
All right. Last one for you.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
Ooh, that could depend on who you talk to. I personally think I'm like an 8.
We'll go with 8. We'll go
Yeah.
with 8. Sarge, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What TV sitcom would you like to be a family member of?
Oh, the Taylors off of Home Improvement.
Ooh, that's a good
All right.
one. That's
There
a
we go.
good one.
Yeah. Hey, Christy made it.
Hey, she's here.
Hey.
We gotta restart and do the show now.
Yeah, we gotta go back.
Yeah, right.
We gotta ask Chrissy that one that just Mr. Crispy Bacon on what's the first thing that he does when he wakes up. However, that was
If you could add a word to the dictionary, what word would it be, and what would the definition be?
Timism. The way how I text.
just
I like it. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a good one.
yeah.
Oh, booyah! Sarge,
Yeah.
morning, noon, or night?
Ooh.
What am I doing?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out.
That's what we're trying to find out. Morning, noon, or night?
All day.
Christy says noon.
God, I love Chrissy.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with a nooner, so I'm just asking,
No,
there's
there's nothing wrong.
personally for me, it's morning. If you're curious, stretching Tim Fielder. Personally for me, it's morning. I think that's the preferential time, to be honest. For me,
Well,
I'm usually too damn tired at night, so.
Honestly, I mean, since we're going that way a little bit, I like to be woken up whenever. I mean, I know why.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Did you ever answer Sarge? By the way,
Yeah, he said
yeah, all day. All day.
all day. Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
24/7 open.
Wow.
24/7, it's open. I like sleeping in until noon. Chrissy said that. By the way, that's what she was
Chrissy,
going with on that.
Chrissy, when you wake up at noon, what's the first thing you do? Crispy Bacon says stretch.
So we will see what she says. But in that case, that it concludes our show for tonight. We did some rapid fire. We did some numbers. We're gonna do numbers. I like the numbers game. Do you guys like the numbers game?
Yeah,
I do too, yeah. I come close, but
Yeah. So we will reveal 20 through 16 on our top 25 NFL players on Monday. We may do another game of numbers. Maybe I'll throw another game in
have
there.
a cup of coffee. Boring.
Have a cup of coffee. Boring. Yeah. So maybe I'll throw a different game in there on Monday. We'll see. Maybe I'll have you guys come up with something. We'll see what happens. But we thank you all for watching. I'm going to start with Chris tonight. Chris, you're going to get 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Tell us something you've always wanted to tell us. Tell us something you've always wanted to tell somebody that you've never said to anybody before.
I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Okay. All right.
But
And Sarge, go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say tomorrow is gonna be the fantasy draft, so make sure to
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
tune in.
So you've always wanted to tell someone that. There you go. Sarge, let's see how you're going to end the show tonight. You're going to tell us, what you look like. When you dance, you look like what?
Yeah, moves like Jagger. What are you talking about?
And Big B.
What I really look like, I look like a fish out of water flopping on land. That's what I look like.
Oh, Big B. Let's see, what
Yes,
can you
sir.
tell us tonight?
All right.
You can tell us tonight. You can tell us. The one. When I dance, I look like an idiot. That's what Christy Wilson says. Probably pretty true. You hear people have 2 left feet. I have 3. Just so everyone knows that. Let's just say. So, Big B, why don't you take us out of here? Tell everyone how much we appreciate them watching and all that.
Oh, we appreciate it. Everybody watching. Chrissy, you're late, but we still appreciate it. Joanne was here. I think that was it for her, but if you're watching this on a replay or down the road, keep checking us out. Thank you, Vicky, I think her name was, that had the sign at SmackDown today. I hope people saw it and tuned in. Hopefully she got asked a lot of questions. But yeah, appreciate everybody watching every show that they can watch. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm Jay Mac, the Bearded One, here for Big B, for Sarge, for Crispy Bacon. I got to tell you, this is a fun show. I love doing it. We're going to keep this going. Big news coming, by the way, from not just this show, but from the network, and big news coming from Sarge and myself, so that will be announced at a later date. There's a potential, we'll let you know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen.
Tease a little bit.
Yeah, tease a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just like the ladies, tease a little bit and wanted us to
Oh
have
yeah,
more.
I mean, it's one of those. It's one of those times when maybe just the tip gets you in trouble. We'll see. So anyway, this is J Mac, the Bearded One, for the Coast to Coast Bros Radio Show, and we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good night. We will see you on the other side.